Hi, I'm Fred McNeil, and thank you for watching QAC TV7. It's Christmas time, it's the holidays. We've got Star Wars coming out today. I'm at my favorite place. Where am I today? Whose class?
Mrs. Reburn's.
And what grade?
Second grade.
So I'm in a great second grade class. Today I'm going to go see Star Wars, and a week from today, Santa's coming. How many of you are Redskins fans? And us Redskins, we're in first place. And if we beat the Buffalo Bills, we're going to be better in first place. So we'll see what happens. Okay, how about we get everyone nice and seated, legs crossed. Let me see those good-looking faces. Everyone be like Luke Skywalker back here. He's listening and he's in good shape, okay? Now, the name of the book is Santa's New Suit, okay? And it's by Laura Rader. I taught a Laura Rader at Kent Island Elementary School years ago, okay? Santa's New Suit. All set? It was the week before Christmas. That's the same as today. Santa looked in his closet. All he could see was red. Lots of red suits. And we all know that's what Santa wears, right? Santa has red suits. So he looked in his closet and he said, hey, you know what? I got to start getting ready because in about a week, I got to do my job and go visit everybody. He said he tried one of his suits on. It had a tear in it. He tried on another. It was too small. A third one was covered with soot stains. It was dirty. His hats didn't look good either. So what Santa went, he was getting ready to do his Santa thing. And he said, you know, I got to get a new suit. But one was too small, one was too dirty, and it just didn't look too good. So he wasn't real happy with what he saw. Mrs. Claus was in the living room. Now, Mrs. Claus is Santa Claus's wife. I need a change, said Santa. Tomorrow, I'm going to buy a new suit. So Santa Claus said, I'm going to go buy a new suit. Oh my, said Mrs. Claus. She said, oh Lord, this man's going to go out and buy a new suit. The next day, Santa strolled into town to buy his new suit. Everybody knew him, and everybody was happy to see him. Imagine, what would you do if you saw Santa Claus running down the street, going to a store? Would you wave at him and say, hey, Santa? Yeah. Right? Yeah, that's what everyone was doing. Hey.
Run at him and tackle him.
Yeah, well, okay, don't hurt him, man. Don't hurt him, remember?
Run at him, give him a giant hug.
Ah.
Me too.
Yeah, now hugs are good. So everyone was so happy to see him. Well, he went into a store called the Nip and Tuck, and tried on a suit. It didn't fit quite right. Then he went into a store called the New Wave. Didn't like the suit there. Then he went to a place called Betty Buy and tried on a suit. It wasn't too good. Remember, he's looking for something to wear. Then he went into a place called Costume Mania. They had more suits that Santa had ever seen. And he tried on different suits. So what Santa did, he went into all these different stores.
Costume Mania.
Yeah, he went into all these different stores and said, you know what?
What are you laughing about?
I'm trying, well, they're laughing because look at, one of his suits looks like an alligator.
He's a cowboy.
One looks like a cowboy. I mean, one looks like, yeah, that looks like a pair of pajamas. So he had all types of weird things, okay? Santa tried on the outfit, and it was just what he wanted. So he finally went into a store and found what he wanted.
Costume Mania.
It has a cap to match, said the salesman. I'll take it, said Santa. Santa went home with his new suit. Remember, nobody's seen it but Santa. And he said to Mrs. Claus, how do you like my new suit? And she said, oh my, I knew you'd like it, said Santa. So look what Santa got. That was his new suit. I mean, that's crazy. Mrs. Claus is just shaking her head. She says, Santa went out to show the elves. What do you think, fellas? He said, and the elves went, oh no, that's terrible, Santa. You look silly. Their comments were not flattering. So he went out into the workshop where the Santa makes all your toys. And then they all went, yeah, just like that. They went, come on, man, come on, that's a terrible outfit. Then he went to the reindeers. He said, well, what do you think of my new suit? And all the reindeers said, oh, come on, Santa. You can't be wearing a suit like that. You gotta be wearing a red suit. So they're just saying, oh, it's a joke, it's terrible. And you know, Santa got a little embarrassed. The next morning, Santa went to Glutz's department store to hear what the children wanted for Christmas. You know how you get in a line, you get to sit on Santa's lap? And all the kids were in line, and they saw Santa with that funny-looking suit. They said, come on, man, I don't want, who is that guy? That's not Santa Claus. That's an old man like Mr. Mack in a funny suit. I mean, Santa's got a red suit. And they were all shaking his head and going, we got to do better than that. When Santa got home, he sank into his favorite chair. No one likes my new suit, he said. Not even a little. So he went home after spending a day talking to children about what they want for Christmas, and they all said, come on, man, that's terrible. So Mrs. Claus brought Santa some milk and cookies because he wasn't feeling too happy. She did not say anything, but she gave him a photo album. So Santa Claus was feeling pretty down. Santa and Mrs. Claus looked at the photographs. So many happy memories, so many happy faces. In every picture, Santa was wearing a what color suit? Red suit, yes. Santa closed the album. He smiled at Mrs. Claus. I have to tell the elves and reindeer something. So Mrs. Claus, she got an old picture album that had old pictures of him from previous Christmases.
He was a baby.
Well, he wasn't a baby, but he was younger there, okay? I'm going to, he said, you know, he was thinking about this. Well, I can't wear that other suit. I'm going to wear my red suit on Christmas, he told the elves. I'm going to wear my red suit on Christmas Eve. Everyone went, yay, he's going to get rid of that terrible looking funny suit. And thank goodness he's going to put on his red suit, which makes some sense, because think about it. Imagine if you saw Santa Claus in a mall or somewhere, and you went to sit on his lap, and he had an orange outfit on, or a green. Yeah, you go, no, I'm not going to have anything to do with it. When Christmas Eve came, Santa looked in his closet. There was a brand new suit and a brand new cap to match. So he went, it was Christmas Eve, about a week from now, and someone had put in there the outfit that everybody was ready to see, right? It was red and white, and it had a cap. Yeah, Mrs. Claus probably helped him out, because you know what, that other suit, I mean, even it was pretty embarrassing when the reindeer laughed at you. Well, he put on the new suit. It was clean. It didn't have any holes in it. It fit real well, and guess what? It was his favorite color, which was? Red.
White.
It was Santa's new suit, and Santa loved it. Whew. The reindeer liked it. All of his helpers liked it. Everybody liked the new suit. That might be Santa Claus on the phone calling right now to say, hey, thank goodness you guys got me a red suit. So Santa Claus had a wonderful time. He got all the boys their gifts. And the important thing, when he was going through the sky and going down the chimney, what color was the suit he had? Red, okay, all right. So when Santa comes out, look, you gotta help Mrs. R and Mrs. Brown here. The next week, remember, Santa's always watching. And what he's doing is who keeps their desk clean, who listens to the teacher, and especially at home. When Mom and Dad ask you to do something this week, you gotta be extra good and help them out. Yes, sir?
There's an elf on a shelf over there.
I've got my elf. Where's your elf in your shelf? Oh, okay, right there.
He wrote something on the board.
What do you write? What do you say? I like that. I like that. Very good. Okay.
Or nice.
Well, if you guys can keep a secret now, shh. Everyone sit down. Get real. I'm gonna tell you a secret. Ready? Hon, you sit down. Now, everyone, don't look. But you see Mr. George there behind the camera? Don't look at him. Don't look. Okay. He's actually one of Santa's helpers. So what he does, he's not only taking pictures for TV, but he's probably helping that shelf, or elf on a shelf, to see who's being good. So when you see Mr. George, you kind of wink at him and say, hey, I'm being good, right? Yeah, because he's over there. He might look like he's just a silly old cameraman, but really, he has Santa Claus's ears, so be extra, extra good, okay? Now, how about we always end with a song, and then I'm going to let you eat your donuts and everything. How about, who was the girl that told, who was this young lady? Remember how you told me there were 9 reindeers rather than 8? Remember last week? You were right? Okay, that was good. So how about you want to sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer this week? Yeah. Do you know the song? Yeah. All right, now, Mr. George, why don't you help me? Now, look at Mr. George, besides being a cameraman, besides being Santa's helper, you guys listening there? He is also a musician. He plays the guitar. Yes, he plays the guitar. So he does very well. So he's going to help me with this, all right? Mr. George, have it on 3. We'll go Rudolph the Red-Nosed. You guys know the line? You know the lines? Okay, here we go. You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of them all? Ready? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph play in any reindeer games. Let's do the last. Ready? Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him, and they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, ready? You'll go down in history. Give yourselves a nice hand. Nice shot, nice shot. Okay, well look it's real important. Mr. George and I want to say you want to have a wonderful holiday, okay? And we'll see you when we get back. It'll be a new year. What's this year? What's the number of this year?
15.
15. What's it going to be next year?
16.
Very good. All right, so we're going to see you in 2006. Now, everyone take a look at Mr. George. Now, remember, he's one of Santa's helpers. So on 3, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, say happy holidays, and we'll wait. Ready? 1, 2, 3, happy holidays.